forward to this.
What's up everyone, how's it going? Today I'm back with another hero concept that I'm going to be going over, and this one is going to be for Qui Gon Jinn. Now, this was made by the Reddit user. I can't pronounce his name, so I'll put it up on the screen right now. I did message him, he said it was all good for me to use, so we don't have to worry about any of that. And because of that, all credit goes to him for this Reddit post, so let's jump right into it. Obviously, his weapon will be his lightsaber, which is his green one from the Phantom Menace. So let's go over all of the skins that he could possibly have. The first one is titled Master Qui-Gon, and it says default skin. Of course, this is the one that he uses throughout most of the Phantom Menace. I'll just put a picture up right now of what I think he's talking about. So let's go on to the next one, which is called Robed, and this is where he obviously has his dark brown robe on him. The next one is a rare appearance that he says, and it is called Mos Espa. And it says Qui-Gon wears a poncho over his Jedi robes while traveling on Tatooine to protect himself from the heat and remain hidden from any enemies of the Jedi. So overall, these appearances sound pretty cool. I don't know what else he could do. So let's go on to the next part, which is all about his emotes that he could potentially have. The first one is the ability to speak does not make you intelligent. Of course, he says this to Jar Jar in the Phantom Menace. The next one is your focus determines your reality. I think that's from the Clone Wars series. I'm not 100% sure though. You can let me know in the comments if you do know. And the next one is, do you hear that? That is a sound of 1,000 terrible things heading this way, again from the Phantom Menace. The next one is, whenever you gamble, my friend, eventually you'll lose. And all these sound pretty good. One thing I really want about Qui-Gon is he hasn't been in many video games. The only video games I can recall that he was in is the Phantom Menace movie game, which wasn't the best game made, and then the Lego Star Wars series. That's the only two that I can remember him being in. He may be in a few more smaller games, but those are the only two I can really remember at this point. So let's go on to some other points from him. He says that his health should have 800 health points with 200 health point regeneration. I think that's fair. Qui-Gon was a pretty big character, and I think 200 health point regeneration sounds pretty decent. It's kind of a mix between Darth Maul and Kylo Ren. Something he did put is that Qui-Gon Jinn should be a direct match to villains like Vader and Grievous, where they're kind of slow and defensive, but he says that Qui-Gon should still move a little bit faster than Vader, but have slightly less stamina. So let's go on to my favorite part about this, and this is all about his abilities. So his first ability is titled Heavy Strike, and it says, based off of Luke's ability from Star Wars Battlefront 2015, Qui-Gon swings his lightsaber and rushes forward in a slow yet powerful swing. It says any of the 3 weaker classes caught in this swing will be killed, but anything above the heavy class will take damage and be knocked back. He said they won't, however, be knocked over, just flying back a little bit. Any lightsaber swings or blaster shots will be blocked while Qui-Gon uses this move. So I'm assuming it does at least 250 damage, because he said that any class above the heavy will not be killed, but anyone below that will be killed, so around 250 or something like that. And then basically he just does a huge lunge forward, and then, like he said, a lot like the Luke ability from Battlefront 2015, killing a lot of people in his path. So sounds pretty good to me. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of that ability. Now let's go on to his next ability, which is called Sturdy Block, and it says Qui-Gon stands while this ability is active, perfectly deflecting blasters back at anyone shooting at him and gaining an infinite block for the ability's duration. It says lightsaber users attacking from behind will find that this block also allows Qui-Gon to defend himself from ambushes, knocking them back. After this ability is used up, Qui-Gon's block returns to normal. This ability sounds pretty much the exact same as General Grievous's Unrelenting Advance, where he basically stands still and then blocks everything. Though I wish General Grievous's was a lot more like this, where it blocked everything and then people from behind couldn't come up and kill him. Because if you don't know, lightsaber swings, if you hit him in the back, it does about double the damage, which is pretty insane. So with General Grievous, you can 3-shot Chewbacca in the back. So that's just a tip right there if you want to know that. But overall, I really like this ability. It kind of suits Qui-Gon Jinn. He was a really calm character and was kind of a slow attacker, more defender, kind of like Obi-Wan. But yeah, let's go on to his last ability, and he titled it as Calming Presence, and it says Qui-Gon increases the damage resistance of his surrounding allies, allowing them to take less damage than normal. It says the downside of this ability is that Qui-Gon cannot block while it's active, and his speed is reduced to Darth Vader's walk speed. He says this ability is best used around teammates who will take advantage of it, holding an objective and defending Qui-Gon so they can keep their damage resistant. It says this ability has a long recharge time due to balancing for Galactic Assault. I think this ability makes a lot of sense for Qui-Gon Jinn. The only thing I don't agree with was how he cannot block. I don't think that's too fair. I think he should be able to block because this ability wouldn't be too overpowered depending on how much damage resistant it does for his teammates. So yeah, that is pretty much all for the Qui Gon Jinn concept. Again, this was made by this Reddit user. His link will be in the description below, so all credit goes to him. Again, I did ask for permission. He said it's okay if I use it. I'll keep doing these videos if you guys want it. I think he's made one for Jango Fett and then Kit Fisto, so hopefully we can see that sometime. But hopefully you all like this video. Subscribe if you're new to see Battlefront news, updates, gameplay, and more. I did try and make a video on the Geonosis trailer. Unfortunately, I was not able to do it due to just me being really busy and it just not working out too well. So Obi-Wan Kenobi and Geonosis does come out Wednesday, November 28th, which is just as of today, 5 days away. I'll be trying to make as many videos on as possible, so subscribe if you want to see that. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next one.